Hello, and welcome to a new video. From time to time, each of us needs to put a charge in our amorous life, particularly if in an old relationship, when energy and inspiration are often missing. What we need is a good aphrodisiac, something to give us that slumbering amorous life or rousing wake-up call. Aphrodisiacs are arguably important to everybody, whether we're hoping to inject some passion back into a steady relationship or wish to give a new love affair the best possible chance. Here it is the easiest way: make a list and go food shopping. Any corner grocery store is filled with tons of foods and beverages, some well known, some not. Good food and making love go together like strawberries and whipped cream. How food smells, how it feels in the mouth, how it feels to the touch, even what it looks like can all stir the sexual juices. Throughout history, the title of aphrodisiac has been bestowed upon several foods that were thought to improve sexual function or fertility. Some foods, like bananas, carrots, and asparagus, were supposed to be erotic stimulants due to their phallic resemblance. In contrast, other foods such as honey were prescribed to newlyweds on their honeymoon. Many of the foods and herbs that have been called aphrodisiacs are very healthy fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Perhaps the vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants in these edible aphrodisiacs are the real key to healthy love life. Here are some common foods of love used through the ages. 1. Celery. Celery is a traditional aliment for maintaining and regaining sexual vigor. Having quite a reputation, it is sexually exciting and even straightforward arousing. It contains androsterone, a powerful male hormone that researchers believe is released through sweat and attracts females. The leaves are recommended as spices for many kinds of food, or vegetable salads, quite useful in rejuvenating cures, especially for overweight people. Raw leaves are an excellent stimulant for hormonal activity. The celery root has an overall tonic effect, increasing vitality and resistance to effort. It is an excellent depurate and therefore recommended in cures of detoxification and against obesity. Celery is a vegetable recommended for slender people, owing to its aperitif qualities and improving digestion. It is highly recommended in vitality cures because it acts as a tonic for the digestive, nervous, and immune systems. It is indicated in cases of impotence due to kidney and urinary disorders and cardiovascular disorders. It fights against states of physical, psychic, and sexual asthenia. 2. Pollen. Pollen stimulates all the vital processes and is a valuable rejuvenating element. Suppose we want to increase our sexual appetite, which has gone down because of stress or states of emaciation or exhaustion. In that case, we will notice the first results after only 2 weeks of ingesting pollen daily. It contains many substances that play a significant role in maintaining and increasing male potency, arginine 1, zinc, DN, and other vitamins. At the beginning of the cure with pollen, we should ingest 15 to 20 grams per day, on an empty stomach. To better assimilate the active substances in pollen, we should also chew it for at least 5 minutes before swallowing it. This cure usually lasts for 14 days, but it may be prolonged for months or even years because pollen has no adverse side effects. 3. Honey. One of the favorite love foods, honey is sweet and perfect for dipping or spreading. The word honeymoon derives from the ancient custom that for the first lunar month after marriage, a newly married couple would drink mead, a fermented drink made from honey, as it was thought to sweeten their marriage. Some cultures spread a little honey on the bride's palms and groom and have them lick it off each other to ensure a sweet life together. The Egyptians offered it to the god of fertility, and many medicines in Egyptian times were based on honey, including cures for sterility and impotence. Honey is an effective aphrodisiac for both men and women, having a profound regenerative effect. It is an extremely nutritious element, aiding in the increase of sexual secretions, and in smaller quantities, 2 teaspoonfuls a day, it leads to an adjustment of one's body's weight. It is recommended to combine honey with egg yolk or with other refreshing elements and aphrodisiac herbs. 4. Almonds. A symbol of fertility and passion throughout the ages, almonds can help boost the sex drive. Their aroma is alleged to induce desire in a female and is, therefore, a common ingredient in creams and soaps. In the Bible, Samson courted Delilah with fragrant almond branches and was able to attract her. Ancient Persians perfumed almonds in jars with flower petals before using them in desserts. They are delicious in cakes, biscuits, and pastries. These protein-rich morsels are outstanding in helping sustain stamina. Almonds are rich in vitamin E and are a good source of healthy monounsaturated fats, one of the 2 good fats responsible for lowering LDL cholesterol. Its kernel was not only shown to have aphrodisiac activity, but it is also useful in the treatment of some forms of sexual inadequacies as premature ejaculation. Additionally, in Sicily it is also used to make sweet liqueur and even almond-flavored wines, thought to be an aphrodisiac. 5. Chocolate. Women's favorite food in the entire world, and one of the best known and best loved aphrodisiacs, chocolate is still the traditional lover's gift. It contains over 400 different chemicals, including caffeine and phenylethylamine. This brain chemical some scientists believe engenders a sense of well-being and excitement conducive to lovemaking and arouses the same feelings that we experience when we are in love. It contains both a sedative that relaxes and lowers inhibitions and a stimulant to increase activity and physical contact. It was actually banned from some monasteries centuries ago. The Aztecs, who were the first chocoholics, referred to chocolate nourishment of the gods. The ground cocoa beans added spices and drank the bitter brew without sugar. Legend has it that Montezuma, the famous ruler of the Aztec Empire, drank 50 cups of cocoa before entering his harem of several hundred women. 6. Bananas. Bananas were delighting the European palate and imagination as early as the 16th century. The erotic reputation comes from its unmistakable shape, generally between 7 and 9 inches long, even though its excellent nutritional qualities help our sexual appetite increase. Some studies show that this sweet, creamy, soft-fleshed fruit with a lush texture contains bromelain, an enzyme that enhances male performance. It is also rich in potassium and B vitamins, necessities for sex hormone production. The banana flower has an excellent phallic shape and is partially responsible for its popularity as an aphrodisiac food. An Islamic myth tells the tale that after Adam and Eve succumbed to the apple, they started covering their nudity with banana leaves rather than figure. 7. Ginseng. Ginseng is an erect plant, growing from 8 to 15 inches in height. It increases the desire for physical contact. The word ginseng means man root, and the plant's reputation as an aphrodisiac probably arises from its marked similarity to the human body. It has been used for thousands of years in China, Tibet, Korea, Indochina, and India for its properties deeply refreshing, invigorating, and rejuvenating. Lately, it has been nominated by Occidental science as having a very strong and real effect. There are many varieties of ginseng available, but red ginseng root has the best results. It may have a mild stimulant action, like coffee, and it hasn't to be used continuously. A 40 days treatment with ginseng extract has to be followed by a 3-month pause representing the most usual prescription that works in most cases. The exact dose is to be determined, taking into account the individual strength of the root. Ginseng can be taken in several different ways. The best method is to chew a 1-inch piece about the thickness of a pencil. Saliva helps activate its qualities, simply swallowing capsules is not as efficient. The Chinese make a tea by boiling 1 teaspoon of the root filaments in a pint of water for 10 minutes. The pulp is not wasted but is used several more times and is then chewed and swallowed. Ginseng tea should be sipped slowly, thus allowing it to combine with the salivary fluids before eating. 8. Carrots. The phallus-shaped carrot has been associated with stimulation since ancient times and was used by early Middle Eastern royalty to aid seduction. It is believed to be a stimulant to the male. Numerous herbalists have recommended this popular root vegetable with sweet flavor as helping in love matters. It contains high vitamins and beta-carotene and is a yang vegetable, which means the carrot's predominant subtle energy is yang or masculine. So, if a man eats carrots every day, he will raise his masculine energy, and as a consequence, he will become a very potent man. Here is a popular Arab recipe for virility. Every morning, stew 3 carrots in milk and eat it at your breakfast. Eaten every day, this dish will improve both sexual appetite and performance. 9. Nuts. Nuts have had a reputation as aphrodisiacs for centuries. Cultures the world over associate nuts with fertility. For example, during harvest festivals in Rome, maidens passed out bowls of nuts as its symbols. They are highly energizing, as high in zinc, a mineral that helps men synthesize testosterone and women sustain lubrication. In addition to providing sustained energy due to their high protein content, the zinc in nuts can keep men feeling like frolicking well into old age. Zinc is also essential in helping to prevent prostate problems. Nuts also increase the quantity of sperm produced by the testicles. They are ideal for replacing meat in alimentation. They are rich in vitamin B12, which is why they are recommended as an essential element in treating impotence and sterility. They are an effective medicine for treating uncontrolled nocturnal urination. They are recommended as aphrodisiacs for both men and women, and especially for people dealing with physical weakness, critical assimilation of food, and anemia. The energy found in nuts is mainly yang, and consequently, eating nuts increases your yang energy. Nuts are also recommended for people who work intensely physically and mentally. 10. Asparagus. Given its phallic shape, asparagus is frequently enjoyed as an aphrodisiac food. It comes from the lily family and can be traced back to the Romans in the 1st century AD. In 19th century France, bridegrooms were required to eat several courses consisting of asparagus, and more asparagus, because of its reputed powers to arouse and enjoy a sensuous experience. Perhaps the most erotic member of the vegetable kingdom, asparagus, not only tastes good, but it does you useful too. It contains no fat, cholesterol, or sodium. It is rich in vitamin C, folic acid, iron, and potassium. Instantly recognized by its own suggestive shape, it also happens to be high in vitamin E, considered one of the sex hormone stimulants. The best way to eat it is steamed or boiled and dressed with butter, olive oil, or hollandaise sauce. It is also suggested eating asparagus for 3 days for the most potent effect. Alongside its aphrodisiac qualities, asparagus is also known as a natural remedy to help relieve indigestion. It also stimulates the activity of kidneys and is depurative. 11. Figs. Figs are another fruit that claims aphrodisiac qualities based on its appearance. This is considered one of the sexiest fruits on the planet. An open fig is thought to emulate the female sex organs and traditionally thought of as a sexual stimulant. They have long been a symbol of love and fertility. Ancient Greeks celebrated seasonal crops in a frenzied copulation ritual. These plump, soft, sweet, luscious beauties come from one variety of the ficus tree, which probably originated in Asia Minor and is one of the oldest edible plants. If you haven't tried fresh figs, which are only available from June to October, you miss a real treat. When new, the figs have diuretic and purifying qualities, and are of great help in detoxifying cures. When dried, they have a high sugar level, 62 to 80%, and are a remarkable aphrodisiac element. Figs are useful for treating vascular impotence for asthenia, physical weakness, and lack of vitality. For overweight people, we recommend figs to be used with moderation. The breaking open a fig and eating it in front of your lover is said to be a powerful erotic act, so be sure to eat figs with your fingers for the most sensuous effect. You can also try feeding them to your lover drizzled with a little cream and sugar sprinkling. Or, serve figs with sliced melon or pears and prosciutto as an appetizer. 12. Avocado. Thousands of years ago, the Mayans and Incans believed the avocado to be an aphrodisiac for its shape and nutritional properties. Nubile princesses ate them as part of a fertility ritual to enhance their sexual desirability. It represented the intimate joining of a man and a woman to these ancient cultures. The Aztecs called the avocado tree Ahuacual, which translated means testicle tree. They thought the fruit hanging in pairs on the tree resembled the male's testicles. This delicious fruit gifted with gracious curves, sensuous texture, large flesh-colored pit, and soft buttery meat elicits enhanced romance or love feelings. Serve it in slices with a small amount of balsamic vinegar and freshly ground pepper. Its pulp is a magnificent aphrodisiac as it enhances the tone of the sexual organs that, in turn, enhances sexual appetite. Avocados are delicious hot or cold, in soups, salads, stir-fries, and healthier alternatives to butter, sour cream, and other dips and spreads. Avocados are cholesterol-free, sodium-free, low in saturated fat, and a good source of monounsaturated fat, which studies show may help prevent heart disease. Of all fruits, the avocado is the highest in protein and oil content. High in heart-healthy monounsaturated fat, it also provides a hearty dose of lutein, potassium, fiber, folic acid, and vitamin E. When eaten with other foods, it helps the body absorb fat-soluble nutrients. To conclude, aphrodisiacs have been around since the dawn of time. If there's a foodstuff with a reputation as a sexual enhancer, people will try it. You can then use this list to inform your own choices and requests and share your list with your partner. To get more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe button, and leave a comment below to let me know what you'd like to see next.